He is the younger brother. We'll see his older brother, Leland Jolly, throwing flags for the feature. So Michael Bodker is going to throw it down to our chief starter, Cayman Jolly, and we're green with the compacts. Bubba Brown on the high side. He is going for broke. Kane the Bandit Malberg is going to win the race down into turn number 1. But it is Brown and Kurger fighting it out for second and third. Correction, give it to Bubba. Brown said he made some changes to the car overnight last night, and it looks like it woke it up because he is now in second. Malberg in first. Brown second. Third is going to be Kurger. LaFoy is going to be fourth. And Taylor Brown is going to be running in fifth. Now Kurger to the outside of Brown. That is your battle for second and third. Best battle, only battle on the track right now. As Malberg, oh, contact! Oh! As Jerry Van Sickle would say, a little right side romance and left side loving going on between Bubba Brown and Kurger. Kurger gets a little sideways, no harm, no foul. They keep it straight. We keep it green. Kurger able to pull away just a little bit from Brown. The field now starting to string out just a little bit. They're going to come down to the green flag in the air. 2 laps to go. Chief starter Cayman Jolly holding it as high as his little arm can. Once again, it is Malberg, Kurger, Brown, LaFoy, and Taylor Brown. Of course, Taylor Brown, Bubba Brown, no relation. All right, white flag is out. 1 lap to go for Kane Malberg. The Bandit not here with us last night, but he has made his presence known tonight for sure. As they come through 3 and 4, Kane Malberg's gonna win. Tony Kurger second, Bubba Brown third. Fourth is gonna go to Chris LaFoy, and Taylor Brown's gonna round out that top 5. RPMs are gonna come up, and we're green. And it is going to be side by side down in turn 1, Cody Cooper and Connor Brown. Of course, Connor Brown picking up the feature win last night in night number 1 of Spring Fling. Right now, it is the 411 of Curtis Miller trying to get under Brown for that second spot. Meanwhile, you've got Jay DeVries battling it out. We got 4 cars under a blanket, and Katie DeVries right there, ready to strike if anybody gets out of whack. But right now it is Cody Cooper from Irwin, the current leader. Jay DeVries now battling with Curtis Miller for third. And, oh, now we got a battle for the lead. Connor Brown underneath Cooper. Not quite able to get him cleared. Meanwhile, Jay DeVries has cleared the 411 of Curtis Miller to take over that third spot. Cody Cooper battles back on the high side to retake the advantage over Connor Brown. But Cooper way up in the marbles, way up in the dirty. New leader, Connor Brown. Now Jay DeVries underneath the 35 of Cooper trying to take second. Not quite able to do it. That's going to open the door for Curtis Miller to move to the high side and try to take third place back. Right now it is Connor Brown leading, 2 laps to go, but he has a snarling pack of hellhounds behind him. Jay DeVries, Curtis Miller, Cody Cooper, 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen. That is second, third, and fourth. Oh, Cody Cooper drove it in deep. Almost beat on the back bumper, gave a little "Hi, how's your father" to the leader, Connor Brown. Curtis Miller now back under Cooper one more time. White flag is out, 1 to go. Cannot do it. Seems like they can drive in really well on the low side, but then they wash up. The high side seems to be where it's at coming off the corners. One last time, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be Connor Brown winning. Oh, Cody Cooper at the line by a nose for second. Third is going to be Curtis Miller. Fourth to Jay DeVries, and rounding out your top 5, that is Katie DeVries. RPMs are coming up. We're green with the stock cars. Beautiful side-by-side run down into turn 1 is going to be Green and Stapleton. Neither one giving an inch. Not coming out of 2. Mike Stapleton's going to take over the lead. The top 4 cars throw a half a blanket on them. Stapleton, Green, Taylor, and Nichols. Now Stapleton, Green, and Nichols pull away from Taylor ever so slightly. Green, new leader, gets by Stapleton. Now here comes Taylor back into the fold, and oh, all of it is for naught. As it looks like Austin Brands, the washer went for a half a spin cycle and then stopped. And Roger Tripp, their fathers, all still racing in the stock car class. So great to see the families that race together because they stay together. RPMs are going to come back up. We're back to green with the stock cars. It's going to be Derek Green leading them down into turn number 1. Mike Stapleton to the inside. Nichols went from the high side to the low side. Now he's up side by side with Stapleton as they go down into 3. Give Nichols second. Now he's got to catch up and pass that 32 of Derek Green. Green to the high side, Nichols to the low side. Stapleton right on the rear bumper of Nichols, trying to not let him get away. While they're doing that, Derek Green is setting sail. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Nichols now opening up a little bit of a cushion between him and Stapleton. He now has sole possession of that second place spot. And he is now he's whipping that B&B chassis like a rented government mule, folks. He's trying to cut into that lead of Derek Green. We'll see if he can get it done. Right now, Derek, he looks like he's getting in a little bit better than Green, but Green definitely coming off a 2 and 4, better than Nichols. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. And that is going to be your finishing order. Derek Green's going to win heat number 1. Mike Nichols second. Mike Stapleton third. Greg Taylor fourth. And Devin Tripp rounding out that top 5. Who's got a brand new 2019 Sniper Speed? One of 2 brand new Sniper Speeds we're going to see here tonight. The other one will be in the next heat. RPMs come up, and we are green! And Roger Tripp gets mugged off the start. It's Easy B with the lead. Corey Stapleton leading into 1 second, but now here's Kyle Brown. We're just like last night, side by side. Stapleton and Brown. We will see what they can do. Now Corey Stapleton dispenses a Brown, and he's trying to catch up to Zevenbergen. his friend, his mentor. Zevenbergen on the high side, or in the mid groove. Stapleton on the low side. Seems like the middle groove's working better for Zevenbergen. Remember, he said himself the car was not good last night, so he threw everything at it to change it today. Right now, the car is looking awesome. Now Corey Stapleton and Kyle Brown both jump up to match the same line as Zevenbergen, as Tony Ritterbusch, following their exact same line, now moves into fourth. That moves Roger Tripp back to fifth. Halfway home, 3 down, 3 to go. Once again, it's Zevenbergen, Stapleton, Brown, Ritterbusch, and Tripp, your top 5 in this second heat race, second of 3 heat races in your Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet IMCA Stock Cars. 2 laps to go. For all those at home watching AdvantageRacing.tv, beautiful shot of Zevenbergen's car, how it's working, getting up on the side, rolling, getting that side by, but Corey Stapleton's catching him. 1 lap to go. It's a sniper speed battle, ladies and gentlemen. Can Corey pass him? Zevenbergen able to pull away just a little bit. Corey's got to throw a Hail Mary down here in 3 and 4. He's going to drive her in deep. Not going to do it. Zevenbergen wins. Corey Stapleton second. Kyle Brown third. Tony Ritterbusch fourth. And Roger Tripp is going to round out your top 5. Brand new car for Flying Brian Blessington in the 92B from Breda. Row number 2 to the inside from Avoca. That's the 83 of Mike Harrison to his outside from Shelby. The 10 Keith Knopp. Third and final row from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's the 42 of Jeremy Gibbs. And the 83Z of Alan Zimmerman from Central City, Nebraska. We're green. Tegas is going to lead him down into 1. But he has a whole bunch of Blessington right there. Blessington second, Keith Knopp now third. Mike Harris now sitting fourth with Jeremy Gibbs fifth. Knopp now to the inside of Blessington. That's your battle for second and third right now. Keith Knopp, the only man to beat Mike Nichols last year here at the Crawford County Speedway. Did it the last 2 races of the year. Currently still trying to work on Blessington for second. Blessington's been struggling with that sniper speed just a little bit, but every night he gets in it, he gets a little bit better. Won't be long, he's going to happen upon the perfect setup, and he is going to be dangerously stupid fast. Knopp working on Blessington. Blessington working on Tegas. Joel Tegas coming back after a hard crash in a turn number 2 wall last year that destroyed his car. And Blessington's trying everything he can to get underneath of him, not quite able to make it work. Tegas now changed his line and takes the low line away from Blessington. Keith Knopp, he's hanging her on the cush, high, wide, and handsome, as Kenny Wallace would say. In 1 and 2, 3 and 4, he's going to follow in the tire tracks of Tegas and Blessington. White flag is out. Blessington to the inside of Tegas. Blessington to the low side. Tegas to the high side. Now he drives it down the hill. Gets a better run, keeps the lead, but now Keith Knopp tried to get to the outside of Blessington, could not quite get it done. Now Blessington, Knopp to the inside of Blessington. Oh, little contact, little rubbing. Joel Tegas wins. Flying Brian Blessington second. Keith Knopp third. Mike Harris fourth. And Jeremy Gibbs will round out your top 5. 10 cars, 10 laps, going to comprise your final Culver Sport Compact feature of the 2019 Spring Fling. RPMs are coming up. And are green with the compacts. It's going to be Jay DeVries leading the battle down into turn number 1. Tony Kruger second. And Bubba Brown third. But here comes the 411 Curtis Miller. Kruger now to the outside of DeVries. Miller to the outside of Brown. They are trying to go 2 by 2, 2 rows deep. Here comes last night's winner, though, the 35X of Connor Brown. Now he wants to get in the middle of this. Also came the man at Malberg. Now sticking, we got a 6-car battle. Oh, contact Malberg and Connor Brown. Bubba Brown now shuffled back to 4th as the 411 of Curtis Miller gets by him. And new leader, Kruger. Tony Kruger now leads. Jay DeVries second. Curtis Miller third. 4th now is the 35X of Connor Brown. And now Bubba Brown in danger of losing that 5th place spot to Kane the Man of Malberg. A little right side rubbing from the Bandit, but he gets by for that 5th place spot. Now Malberg trying to get underneath of Connor Brown for 4th. Meanwhile, the battle for 2nd and 3rd intensifying with Jay DeVries and the 411 of Curtis Miller. While all this is going, oh! Big time right side rubbing from the Bandit on Connor Brown, but that'll take him up to 4th. Meanwhile, Curtis Miller now takes over the 2nd spot from DeVries. DeVries going to try and get back by him there. Unfortunately, this is all happening behind Tony Kruger, who has walked away. Oh. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They are swapping spots like trading cards right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now it looks like Curtis Miller taking sole possession of 2nd. The battle is for 3rd. It is once again Connor Brown and Kane Malberg. Jay DeVries rounding out your top 5. So we have 3 laps to go. It is still Tony Kruger, Curtis Miller, Kane Malberg, Connor Brown, and Jay DeVries, your top 5. Chris LaFoy just on the outside of that top 5 looking in. He's knocking on the back bumper of Jay DeVries. Now LaFoy to the inside of DeVries. This is your best battle on the track right now. Once again, this is for a top 5 spot. LaFoy, one of our weekly runners here at the Crawford County Speedway. Jay and Katie DeVries run Clay County Fair Speedway weekly. Up in their hometown of Spencer. LaFoy now taking it the 5th place, getting in the top 5. But going through 3 and 4, ladies and gentlemen, it's all over but signing the check. Tony Kruger wins night number 2 of the Spring Fling. Curtis Miller 2nd, Kane DeBandon Malberg 3rd, Connor Brown 4th, and Chris LaFoy rounds out that top 5.
Congratulations, Tony. You raced with us last night. What'd you do different from last night to tonight?
What I did different, actually the track was way different tonight. The only thing I did was pretty much unload the car.
Well, Tony, congratulations. Spring Fling winner, Sport Compacts, $200 richer. Let's give a shout out to your sponsors.
All right, I'd just like to thank McClellan Electric. That's all I got.
All right, well, thank you, McClellan Electric. And Tony, congratulations, and I hope we see you regular season Friday nights here at Crawford County Speedway.
I'll be here. Thanks.